North Korea has issued a stern warning to the United States, saying it won't give up its nuclear capabilities unless Washington is willing to meet it halfway. The statement could cast a shadow over the recent thaw in the US-North Korea relations.
The United States must understand the proper meaning of the Korean Peninsula denuclearization, and they had better study geography too. When we talk about the Korean Peninsula, it includes the territory of our country, as well as the whole of South Korea, where the United States has placed its invasive forces, including nuclear weapons. When we talk about the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, it means the removal of all sources of nuclear threat, not only from South and North Korea, but also from areas neighboring the Korean Peninsula.
Relations between Pyongyang and Washington took a nosedive when Trump initially took office. The two countries' leaders traded insults and threats. The situation improved, though, in mid-June this year when the two met in Singapore. Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un committed themselves to denuclearizing the Korean Peninsula and normalizing relations. The summit was seen as a breakthrough, although not much has been accomplished since, with US officials insisting crippling sanctions will remain in place.
The United States has no intention of easing our unilateral or United Nations sanctions.
They have not lived up to the commitment so far, and until that happens, there's not going to be any release of the economic sanctions.
Earlier, we spoke to human rights attorney Eric Sirotkin. He thinks Washington has failed to reciprocate Pyongyang's efforts towards resolving the nuclear issue.
Washington has not approached these negotiations in a level, at the same level as North Korea. In reality, what they're proposing is not anything different. It's still the idea that we can denuclearize the peninsula when we make it so the threat of nuclear attack is gone from both sides. That is going to entail the U.S. Opening up its facilities to international inspectors to make sure there aren't nuclear weapons still there. The U.S. doesn't comment on such things. We haven't seen any progress from you on formal relations, on ending the Korean War, of ending the state of war in the Korean Peninsula. Why would they denuclearize when there's a pending state of war there? The next step to take place at that time is a commitment to denuclearize, what that would look like, but only after a peace treaty is entered.